so close, it's not going to get you there. You need to be spot on. Start practicing. Your French accent is the French word for squirrel. And it's écureuil. And it's all the vowels. There's a lot of vowels in that word. You are worried about being accepted in France. I'm going to read out some comments. For those of you that don't know, I don't monetize. I turned it off. Turned it off ages ago. Yeah, if you've got a lot of land, yeah, you're going to need one of these. That cost me €3,300. But before any of that, roll intro. Morning chickens. Want some breakfast? Go on. Good morning. From the southwest of France. Department 16, the Charente. Saturday morning, it's been raining. We've had about 4 power cuts already. Power's back on temporarily, I think. I don't know. But it's not been off long enough to justify putting on a really, really noisy generator. But today, Lisa's off to a friend's house to help muck out some stables. She's taking Angel with her, so just be Robbie and I this morning. And then she's taken Robbie to a shop called Gmo, I think it is, in Ruffec, to buy some trousers. I learnt loads of stuff yesterday from yesterday's video, where I was chopping down the branches of a tree. Yeah, I shouldn't have done it. Yeah, so the rule in England is, and I know this from the 27 years in policing that I did, was if you've got a neighbour's tree branches hanging over into your garden, you can chop them off without permission and give them the branches back. That's not the case here. Yeah, apparently you need to either the neighbour needs to do it, and you need to you grant them access, or you ask for their permission. Of which I didn't either. The roof isn't asbestos, and it isn't particularly safe either. I didn't fall through. I did have a good recce of it underneath, etc. before I climbed on it. It's all right. It's all right. But yeah, but thanks for your concern. Got nothing planned today. Absolutely nothing. But whatever I'm going to do next, if it's worth recording, let's do that. That was many hours ago. Elisa's taken the kids out to Ruffec to go shopping, and I've been left to my own devices. So the first thing I do is to pick up the camera. Anyway, the essentials that you need when you've bought a really old house in the southwest of France. Of course, it's a motorbike. No, it's not that. Yeah, if you've got a lot of land, yeah, you're going to need one of these. I didn't get the cheapest one, but I got the one suitable for 2 acres. And yeah, that cost me €3,300. But in terms of tools, yeah, so I've found that I needed a good petrol strimmer, because if you've got a large amount of land, an extension lead, although it is handy, it isn't going to be long enough. So also needed hedge trimmers, lot of drill bits. I probably need to replace mine. Definitely a petrol chainsaw, a multi-tool, which I found really, really useful. A cordless drill, and my angle grinder for when I do the tiling. But let me show you around the garage to see what other stuff I've got. Yes, the workshop, it definitely needs a tidy. It's definitely dusty. It gets really dusty here. Yes, so don't judge me, but I'll show you what I've got. Yeah, so we've got a generator. We've had to use it a few times. I think that cost about €350. Yeah, moving around. I've got my motorcycle gear. I've got my old army Bergen and kit bag. Still packed from when I left in 1993. Yeah, moving around, I've got my toolbox, I've got all my tools, my spanners, lots of screwdrivers, lots of Allen keys. I like to keep them. Crowbar, very old planer, ring spanners, and yeah, these are coming really useful. Bought them in Action. Spirit level, sander, the Ryobi one, and that's just more motorcycle stuff. Come to this side, yeah, lots of oil. Aspen 2 is the best one I find to go into the lawnmower, and you're not the big lawnmower, the handheld one, and the chainsaw. More screwdrivers, lots of extension leads. This is the stuff that I showed you before. Gloves and other safety equipment which I need to use more often. That was left behind. It's another generator. I've not tried to start it. It hasn't got a spark plug. It may work. Yeah, that was left behind too. Again, I've not seen whether that works. You can see the dust on it. And shelves and shelves of hammers, tape measures, Stanley knives, and well, you can see it, can't you? And moving around, we will be using this type of stuff next year. I'm going to get the spider's webs off him for the repointing of the house. This I bought from the previous owners. For those that have seen the videos previously, like last winter, you've seen I used that a lot for cutting up the kindling. And I bought this brand new whilst over in France as well. Saws always come in handy, and if you can get your hand on any old bits of wood that can be used as kindling, you need to get that. So for those of you that have been following the channel from the start, you know that in the winter I spent a lot of time in this workshop, if only just to cut wood down for kindling. But I'm certainly no DIYer. I'd put up a few shelves here and there back in the UK, but over here you've had to get really involved. Probably with the most complicated thing that I've done was to tile the bathroom floor, which I never thought I would ever attempt. But when you live in rural France in an old property, getting tradespeople in is going to be very, very, very expensive. So my advice to you is start learning now, and I'll see you tomorrow. Right, let's go feed these chickens. We caught a rat. Good morning. I'm astonished by the amount of French people that are watching these videos. It makes me a bit anxious. You'd be mindful not to upset anybody. But yeah, loads of comments, loads of positive comments from the French, and developmental feedback from the French too. So anyone from outside France thinking of moving to France, which I know from the comments and emails that I get, a lot of you are, learn French, winds them up, and quite rightly so, winds them up if you don't even make an effort to learn French. But this is an absolute must when learning French. You need to learn the accent and the nuances, because getting it close, it just won't work. You've more or less got to be spot on. And I'll give you an example. Yeah, so there's a really popular supermarket in France that we go to, and it's called E. Leclerc. Now, you don't pronounce all the letters on that. You don't pronounce the first E, and you don't pronounce the last C. So it's just Leclerc. Now, we use the scanner chat, which is I think it's quite new in France, but in England it's been established for a while, where you've got your little zapper and you zap all the food items, and then you take it to the cash at the end, and yeah, they scan it on their system, and it either comes up with a pallet lector or the lector, which is not on the conveyor belt, or you need to put it all on the conveyor belt for a check. But when you hand the scanner over to them, the people at the cash will always ask you the same question, and I don't know what they're saying, but I know the word passer is in there, which is like to spend. And so no matter what answer I give them, which is oui, or c'est bon, or I don't know, it always confuses them. So when Colin and I went for something to eat the other day, when I was out helping Colin with the big bush, I asked the gentleman in the who owns the restaurant that we went to in Rochechouart. He speaks perfect English. He's French. He speaks perfect English. And so I said to him, I said about the shop and about the scanner chat, and he went, yes, what's the shop called? I went, Leclerc. He went, I've not heard of it. He went, Lightning. I went, Lightning, no. Leclerc, no. So he then said, am I talking about the cake? Eclair. And I went, no. So I wrote it down for him. E. Leclerc. Yeah, wrote that down on a napkin. He immediately knew what I was talking about. He said, it's Leclerc. I said, that's what I said. Leclerc. He went, no, Leclerc, not Leclerc. There's an ever so subtle difference in the way that you say it. And so it's not Leclerc, it's Leclerc. But that's what I mean. Yeah, that's a perfect example of how you need to be spot on. See, another word is agrafous. I think I've pronounced that correctly. That's the word for staple gun. I went into a shop and asked for an agrafous. Wasn't understood. I then started to panic and flap, and then tried all the different variations, and I think I settled on agrafous, and she knew exactly what I was talking about. So close, it's not going to get you there. You need to be spot on. Stop practicing your French accent.
Staple gun in French is agrafeuse.
Finally, which is my favourite one, is the French word for squirrel. And it's écureuil. And it's all the vowels. There's a lot of vowels in that word. And it's all said at the back of the throat. Écureuil. I'm probably about 90% there with that.
Squirrel in French is écureuil.
Right, don't worry though. The French can't say crisps. And I know that because I've asked a few. And I've also asked Evangeline, who's 3, who can't say crisps. She says crisps the way the French would say it, crips. Anyway, another bit of advice, which I'm guilty of, I've got to be honest with you, is you try not to surround yourself with expats or immigrants of your home country. I've got loads of English friends over here, and I love that. But try and integrate with the French too. So yeah, we've got French neighbours that have also started Duolingo to try and learn English. Bless them. Yeah, they don't have to. We're in their country. But with my very little French, I can have a basic conversation with them. But and they correct me when I get words wrong as well, and I love that, because if I just continue talking in a way that's not understood, I'm not going to get any better. So I need to be corrected. So any French out there that are watching this, and you've got an English person trying to speak French, honestly, don't be afraid of correcting them. We want to be corrected, because if we're not getting it right, we're not going to be understood. I've been walking around the garden, waffling long enough. I need to take the bottles to the bottle bank. I'm not showing you that. You're going to get all judgy. But I need to move some branches. Let's do that.
Last night I was dreaming out loud, California
so for those of you that don't know what that is, that's a homemade Scotch egg made by Lisa in the air fryer. And what it is, it's so you partly hard boil them for 4 minutes, didn't you?
Yeah.
Then wrap them in sausage meat, and then with breadcrumbs. Normally you would deep fat fry them, but these air fryers are amazing. I don't know why chefs get all up their own arses about it, to be honest with you, because I love an air fryer. Anyway, it's time to eat it. Right, just been told that I've just reached 2,000 subscribers. So I knew I was getting close, but I got a message from Colin from French Countryside Life, link in the description, to say well done. So yeah, thanks to each and every one of you that subscribes. Now, for those of you that don't know, I don't monetize. I turned it off. Turned it off ages ago because of the type of visa that I'm on. I'm on a non-working visa, which means that I can't get a serial number as some type of entrepreneur. But so for me, yeah, doing these videos isn't about money at all. I just enjoy doing them. Thank you. Hi, slowly from Evangeline. Oh, I've got the face tracking on, so it keeps coming back down to me again. Yeah, so thanks to every one of you. I've got an Instagram account, Skate to France 2024. Give us a follow. I'll follow you back.
We're just getting older. Soon enough, it'll be too late to act. Let's do it again. Let's ride on that waves of gold. California. I'll wait for your call, 'cause I wouldn't go on my own. Last night I was dreaming out loud. California sun was making my eyes dry. Can we still make it happen? It's worth a try. And I might keep on dreaming out loud. It's a beautiful life, staying under blue skies. Next year in the winter, let's give it a try. Keep on dreaming out loud tonight. Winter's dawning, and I can't seem to adapt. And somebody told me that you felt the same way since we went. Why won't you give me a call? We'll ride on those waves again. California. And I can wait through a storm, 'cause without you it wouldn't be the same. Last night I was dreaming out loud. California sun was making my eyes dry. Can we still make it happen? It's worth a try. Oh, and I might keep on dreaming out loud. It's a beautiful life, staying under blue skies. And next year in the winter, let's give it a try. I'll keep on dreaming.
So, a lot of English and people from outside the EU are worried about being accepted in France. I'm going to read out some comments from a video. I need my glasses. Cue slow-mo. Right, here we go. Enjoy your life in our beautiful country, which is now yours too. That's absolutely amazing. You're welcome to France. Is another one. Don't worry about silly French guys. Unfortunately, any country have their ones, and we are sorry about them. We in France. Welcome to France. We are cousins since 1066, and especially in the southwest. That's amazing too. Another one, Nini 4784. Welcome to our country. I wish you and your family all the best. Plasteel Forge 6610, welcome to your new country. Glad you joined us. You are here at home. Can't get over this. Another one in French. Yeah, thank you for speaking more slowly. You're welcome. There's loads more, but I'll read this last one. Press pound 7358, 4 days ago. This is one beautiful piece of land. Hopefully you'll be fluent in French within the short time. Yeah. You seem to be doing well as it is. The kids look happy, and that's the most important ingredient to family well-being. Enjoy your lives, given that time stops for no one. That is absolutely stunning. Anyway, I'm going to go on my bike. I'll see you tomorrow. Good morning. Honestly, how many English-speaking people tried écureuil and agrafous? And how did you get on? Let me know in the comments. And honestly, how many French people tried to say crisps? And honestly, how did you get on the first time? Let me know in the comments. Yeah, just poking a little bit of fun. It's all, it's what we say in England. Just jokes, innit? Just jokes. Anyway, I'm going to be taking Lisa to Rochechouart, which is a beautiful little town, about 40 minutes away from here. I've helped Colin out there a few times, and Colin and I have always eaten in the same restaurant there. Well, not always, but mostly. And I did joke the other day to Lisa. I said I've been out on more dates with Colin than I have with her. So we're going to go there today. I'm not going to show it on today's video because this video is getting way too long. So I'll show you tomorrow. Laters.